Okay, now we get back to our holding cells and our evidence rooms, or the makeshift evidence rooms. As you can see, the light doesn't work well back here. Like I say, the electrical is significantly out of date. These four, if you can see down this hallway here, when this building was built, was meant to be 4 holding cells, jails. And we ran out of room. We had to convert this one here to an evidence room. We ran out of room in there. We've now had to turn this one into an evidence room as well. As you can see, it's just bare steel that's been welded by a local welder over it. But it's not in a good area, one, because it's so close to the inmates that when we have our people in here in jail. And as you can see, we have a significant issue with water leaking here and flooding numerous times. We generally have buckets here to try to salvage the water, because water can get in there, damage evidence. Once you have damaged evidence, it's been altered. A lot of times it costs you a case prosecution. These are our 2 holding facilities we have left. Definitely are supposed to have, not necessarily supposed to have porcelain commodes there. They prefer stainless because porcelain can be broken and either used as a weapon or whatever, but we have to deal with what we've got. That's what was there. We've actually had one pulled up from the floor before, and then our second one, just in case we have a male and a female, the same difference here. This here goes into our mop bucket closet. As you can see, we've got some significant older plumbing there that we've had to cut the wall completely away from and repair. And our sink that we use to wash dishes in the kitchen is a low-mounted mop sink. The kitchen and break area that we have now was originally a bookend area, so the electrical is not up to par on it very good. The stove doesn't work really well, but we've made do with it. And then we've got the bookend area over here. But we're out of space. We have no room for evidence, so here's our evidence lockers, but here's our bookend area. So we have evidence right beside bookend. So that's not ideal. And then we had another room back here that was evidence, but we ran out of room for records. It's now our records room. So we've had to combine our initial evidence lockers into here to make room for the records over there. But we're definitely out of room. We don't have room to park all of our vehicles. We've got one out on patrol now, but just the other side of our generator, we have 2 more police vehicles that sit out in the open because there's no covering for it. We need that. We've expanded and the building just hasn't expanded.
So what are your space needs exactly, and why is that important?
Chief Chester has been trying to get us recognized and accredited through the Texas Police Chiefs Association for about 5 years now. He and I both went to an accreditation school that learned what all it required, which is new policy. Your building's got to pass inspection. You've got to have a certain amount of minimum amount of training your officers have to go through. And with an accreditation and with the Texas Police Chiefs Association, that's something that is held up to a higher standard than just what the state of Texas requires. And if we were to get a lawsuit and it was a frivolous lawsuit, a lot of times attorneys will look and see if we're accredited and recognized by the Texas Police Chiefs Association as a recognized agency. And they know that, well, if they're doing all that, they're above board. This may be a frivolous lawsuit, and it would save us a lot of frivolous lawsuits, because no one wins in any lawsuit when the police are involved, whether it's something that is legitimate or it's frivolous. So, and not to mention, it greatly reduces any risk of anything like that to occur. And it's better on the officers, it's better on the dispatchers, it's better on the employees, it's even better on those that get arrested and are housed here temporarily, because it provides safety for all.
Fantastic. I want to thank you so much for your time today.
Anytime.
That is good information, stuff I never had a clue about. So thank you for taking the time for us today. Have a good one.